Hello guys, it's your favorite girl Irene and you are welcome to True Crime by Irene. Guys, this is crazy. An 84 years old Canadian widow willed a sum of 1 million Canadian dollars to her 27 years old male prostitute or gigolo. Now, the major question is that should this will be honored or was she under duress by this male prostitute when she signed this will or when she made this decision is the big question. Guys, this is so funny, but at the same time, it is crazy. The question is, I know the question on most people's mind would be, does this lady not have relatives? Does she not have children? Does she not have friends? That should be the question on most people's mind. So I'm just going to throw some light on this case. It is said that Janet Henry was once a married lady, and unfortunately her husband passed away, and it is said that the union didn't have any kids, okay? Meaning she and her husband did not have any biological children of their own. However, she has a niece and a nephew by name Gillian and Ross Macron. It is also said that her immediate siblings had all passed away, including her mom. So the closest relatives to her at her time of passing away were her niece and her nephew. So guys, after her demise, her niece and nephew got to find out that she has willed her $1 million estate to a certain guy by name Simon Gaston. When they heard about this name, they were confused. They thought that maybe she had a child somewhere or some lost but found child, or it could be her husband's child that she had with another lady that she willed this property to. However, they were shocked to know that their aunt willed her entire estate to a male prostitute. A prostitute that she was paying him whenever he rendered her services. So right now, this case is in court. Her niece and her nephew have taken this case to court, and they want to reclaim their aunt's fortune. They said that they believe she was under duress by this male prostitute or gigolo. But it is even more confusing because the previous person she willed her fortune to has also come up. And it's another male prostitute, guys. Can you imagine? Meaning that this lady she was actually patronizing male prostitutes. So this guy has also come up that if they do not have to will the money to Simon, it means that he is the rightful owner because he was the first person on this lady's will before the present guy. So this has brought a lot of controversy on the media and in British Columbia in particular, where this lady resided. Some people said that the reason why she willed her fortune to this male prostitute was because her nieces and nephew never showed up. They never came to visit her. They never came to, keep her company. And they believe that for the fact that she didn't have any kids and she was a widow, she was so lonely. And the only people who were giving her attention were the male prostitute she was, keeping. So another group of people say that this guy was being paid for his services, and they do not think that is enough reason for him to partake in this lady's will. So you have a group that is saying that because the niece and nephew never visited him, he became so lonely that he had to trust and will to a stranger than to them. And another school of thought is saying that this lady paid these guys for these services, and that they do not need anything extra from her because they were being paid. Guys, this lady just set up everyone in a Lambo, and she's nowhere to be found. She set them in a state of confusion. Guys, can you imagine you waking up one day and you hear that one of your auntie or uncles or even your dad or mom willed their property to a prostitute? How will you feel? I'm so sorry, but when I saw this news online today, I laughed so hard. So right now, the case is going to be judged by the end of this month. That is a few days to come, maybe 2 days time in British Columbia. And the judges said that it is okay for the nieces and nephew to So the judge said it is okay for her niece and nephew to challenge this will. So let's see how it goes. If they win, maybe they're gonna get back their auntie's property. And if they lose, definitely a stranger is gonna make way with her inheritance. Now, guys, this is a lesson I drew from this, from this case. If we have elderly people in the family, there are some people who are not lucky to have kids or who didn't bear kids. When they are old and vulnerable, they need love and attention from their relatives. I believe if her niece and nephew were checking up on her, then a stranger would not be able to convince her to do everything to her. On the other hand, I do not know if it is because she was she was enjoying the doing, that's why she became confused. I do not really know what would cause this kind of a lady to will her property to a male prostitute, guys. Is it just for the sex? Is it just for companionship? Or what? Was it that her niece and nephew were so wicked to her? That's a big question. So please take care of your relatives, especially when they are old. Do check up on them so they shouldn't will their properties to strangers. Guys, I'll keep you guys updated with this case. Until then, comment your thoughts down below. Until then, see you in my next video. Bye-bye.